I've had worse days. I think the horses raced pretty good overall today. Definitely at the fairs. Let's start from the top. The Meadows. Stonebridge Simba raced fantastic again, closing on the end of it 56, I believe, over the Meadows. Raced very well later in the card. All Play It Alone was a kind of a poor fifth. Tim scoped him after and said there was blood there, and he asked me if he could put him on Lasix. I said, sure, if he's bleeding, he needs to be on Lasix. So another, I guess, piece of the puzzle with this colt, he went from literally being crazy at the start of his career to being utterly useless for a year. And over his last two starts that I drove him anyway, I thought he'd come on and fit well in that class, and maybe he had aspirations of being better. I just saw the line today and got the message from Tim, so I can't really say I saw the race, to be honest. I haven't watched the video yet. So he'll be going on Lasix. That was the Meadows. Then it rained at Grand River Raceway, and obviously Louis Philippois picked off our horse to drive another horse and then screwed our horse with that other horse. It wasn't great. Anyway, I guess his horse was sick and just back through the field. Trafalgar raced well, come on to be third. I thought she raced very well. While all this was going on, I was taking over the Bowling Green Fair. Got to you guys know how I felt about the whole I'm a Lovely Lady situation. Yes, she won today. It was a slow mile, but the track, you have no idea how deep the track was. I had said that the guy, Steve Bateson, very, very good guy, come up to me, he's with OHA, and he come up to me and said, what's the track like? I said, Steve, my trotters are going to go on like 210, 211 max. And he goes, what do you think? I said, there's nothing you can do right now, just water and screen it. So I'm a Lovely Lady. I tried to get away, just sit easy at the back. I didn't really care. And I don't know whether she just wants to frustrate me or whether she's just being competitive. But she was getting grabby and goofy at the quarter. I said, fine then. I just filed her to the outside, and guy came out underneath me, and I checked her, and she overpowered them. I didn't really have to kick the earplugs at the head of the lane, but she was looking. There was not one, but two big gates right at the head of the lane, and she knew where it was, and she got wandering over that way. I kicked the earplugs and roared at her, and she took off, and she finished with the bit in her mouth. Obviously, slow mile. Got paid a couple of dollars, got a little drink, but hopefully she'll bounce back. It was a 2-hour truck there. It wasn't a hot day. It was a really, really nice day. 2-hour ship there. She raced, regardless of the time. She raced 2 hours back. We're going to start running fluids into her tomorrow. The veterinarian will be there in the morning to run a big 5-liter bag of electrolytes into her. See if we can get her rehydrated. Obviously, she's coming in sharp now. One thing I did notice was we got a little more weight on her than we need to have on her. With the trotting hobbles on. We had toe weights on her. I took them off after the warm-up. She still has a heavy set of trotting shoes on. They'll be coming off tomorrow. We'll opt for a lighter set of full swedges. I think they'll bode a little better with the trotting hobbles. So happy with her performance. Still a little leery, 4 days. 4 days is certainly not what you want to see with a 2-year-old. It's really eating away at me. But unfortunately, it was a necessity. It worked out well so far, and we drew the rail on Friday. Next up was Well and Down. If you guys want to go back and watch the video, we're going into the first turn, and the guy drops right down in front of me, and Well and Down's, she's getting a little grabby. He actually had me down up on the grass, literally in the infield. I went around and went over like a mound of dirt or something. I'm like, oh my God. Took the lead, and she just cruised, earplugs in. You have no idea how good a mile that was over that track. She was wandering a bit in the mile. I wonder if she's slipping, or going to have the vet look at her tomorrow, but I don't think there's anything there. Man, oh man, she's strong, and she did her work so well when she made front all business. And no joke, the horse that came first over won in 55 in Scioto in a Stallion Series event, in Buckeye event in his last start. So it's not like that race was no gimme. And even the horses in I'm a Lovely Ladies race showed 2-3 over fair tracks, 2-1, 2-2. There were some decent horses in there on paper, and they raced well. Up in the next race was Miss Meringue. She was awesome again, right? Crossed over to the front and did everything her own, got everything her own way. I never pulled the earplugs again on her. She just drove away and won at ease, and she was so good again today. Philly's going, she's getting better and better and better every week. These fairs might pay dividends. I think the fair final goes for quite a bit of money also, 25 or 30,000, I think, or maybe more. That's 2 wins now in the fairs for, I don't really know the schedule or whatnot. We really just use these as build-ups to the Buckeye, but who knows? We'll see. That's 2 starts and 2 wins for Miss Meringue, and she was very, very good on both of them. Come out in the next one, and Momo just couldn't get a hold of the track, right? I was talking about how deep and slow the track was. She was just spinning her wheels. You could see her doing it. Now we just had a set of full swedges on her. She shouldn't have been. I was a little surprised. I thought that maybe like Miss Meringue had flip-flops on and got a hold of the track well. So it is what it is. I guess if that was the only blemish of the day, it's not the end of the world. Certainly didn't go how we wanted with Momo, but we'll have the vet go over her tomorrow also. And I want to ask everybody what the Urbana fair's like that live in that area. If they say the track is absolutely fantastic. If the track's great, we'll just leave the full swedges as is. Maybe just see if she needs a little vet work done. Otherwise, we might switch her to aluminum shoe, much like we did with Well and Down. That was our only blemish of the day. The last 2 races, it wasn't our only blemish on the chart line, but our only loss of the day, which is a pretty good day. Out next was Spend That Money. Little rickety in the corner. She was slipping also. Not that shocking. I think we can lighten her up also. I said to Jason, she's changed. She's changed this filly. Her gait's changed. I think she can almost go with an aluminum shoe up front. This is a filly that wore a lot of weight her whole life. I think she's put it all together. Today, I think today may have been a real turning point for this filly. You may not have seen it. A couple of times in the turn, she really did almost make a break. But mentally, she's still a very, very strong filly. I just had to gather her up, and she went about her business again. So little vet work, I think, maybe to look at just maintenance maybe on her. And then I'm almost leaning towards swapping her out for a set of aluminums up front, which if you'd have told me months ago that we'd be wearing aluminums on Spend That Money, I'd say you're crazy. She just went from needing a lot of weight to no weight, which is good. That's good. She's finding her gait. And then the last race wasn't really Compass Rose DC's fault. Yes, she made a break last time. Jason said you get hit or whatever. She got nothing more than a combination of things. One, we got leaving out of the gate, and the rail's a tough spot for her to leave. She get pinched down with horses driving down in front of her. She was acting up, putting the earplugs on before the race, and I'd said to Kirby, just leave them off. Had she had the 4 or 5 hole, it wouldn't have been a problem. But with the rail, bad idea. She was a little grabby coming out of the gate. She had a tough time switching her leads and transitioning into that turn. Just rolled off. She understood her mistakes. She come back trotting, and then after that, you could see her kind of set herself up for the turns. I moved her in the next turn. And there was no doubt when I caught up. I could see the body language of the other horses. They weren't going to beat her. And I might have been just for a split second worried when that horse got away on me, but it was only a couple of strides into the backstretch, and I said, you're not going anywhere. So I just rolled up alongside of him and gave her a growl at the head of the lane. She was gone, which was the end to a very, very good day. 6 starters, 5 winners at the Bowling Green Fair. And you guys know, right? There's no cakewalks like, oh, the stable stole a bunch of Bowling Green. Yeah, it was easier racing today, but it's rare to find an easy race anywhere, and we'll take it when we can get it. So obviously Momo didn't have a great day, but that's all right. Well, back to the drawing board with her. I don't think there's a whole lot we got to change. She's really usually pretty fluid-gated filly. That break kind of came out of nowhere. And the thing that bothered me the most was she was trying to make a break. And usually I say, well, maybe they're trying not to. No. She was trying to make a break going up to the gate. Was she slipping? Was she frustrated with the surface and her footwear? Was she a little pinchy somewhere? Didn't appear to be after I got her pacing. She seemed good. She wasn't on a line or anything like that. So I think maybe she was just frustrated with the surface in general. Some horses do. I would have thought our other horses would have, as I said, Miss Meringue, flip-flops on. Thought that would have been a problem. Am I ever glad we got the flip-flops off Compass Rose DC and spend that money, though? Oh, my goodness, that would have been a disaster. So, not a great track today, not any fast miles, which is good. I'm actually glad that I'm a Lovely Ladies class went in 2:11. I would have been happy with 2:16. We get the racer. She was sharp after. We got some time after they ran the race off quick, and I took her out and grassed her in the center or the outside the barn, and just let her relax. Talked to Jason after. All the horses that race today will be getting rehydrated tomorrow with electrolytes, IV electrolytes. We want to make sure that we get that those electrolytes back into those horses. So. Especially I'm a Lovely Lady. So that was Bowling Green. I get to tune in and watch Mohawk cruising in style, race great, just get picked off. Not really his trip when you got to pop him out of the 2-hole in the last turn, right? He'll beat that one, but he forgets that there's other ones coming. He's done that his whole life. So still good money, finished second, raced well, 54-2. GC's racing great for Kevin. Really, really happy to see this horse racing good and in that barn. Oso Pine, I think Bobby got lost on the way to the races. I just saw the last quarter. I said, where is he? Oh, he's 7th. Oh, he's getting backed up. Oh, he's closing. I'd rather he didn't, but it was his first start back. He was strong finishing up. You guys saw the last quarter now. 57. I mean, I don't want to tell you. It's the way it went. Closing in, finished 7th. We'll put Bobby down again, but if he drives him like that again, I'm coming for you. Next was Cavill Hanover. Cavill Hanover, another piss poor performance. I'd taken some flack from a couple of people about sending this horse to Kyle. Kyle's a great trainer, does a great job. Not blaming Kyle, but this horse is not fitting in right now there. We're going to find another spot for him in the U.S. probably. Somewhere. I talked to Steve Palermo the other day. I want to follow up with him. He had mentioned in passing Mark Harder. I don't know if Mark Harder is interested in the horse or not, interested in taking him in training for us, or whether we go to Irv Miller or Andrew. Or we have a number of very powerful, very good trainers that we're affiliated with. So there won't be any problems there. He's lost a lot of money off his program. I do want to talk to Kyle. I'm not just going to send a truck and say, hey, Kyle, there's a truck coming for the horse. It'd be a bit of a dick move. So I'll talk to Kyle tomorrow about what went on tonight, what's going on with the horse. I thought the horse looked a little sick last week. He had said that it's going around, but then I see he was back in to go. So I don't really know what to say there. We asked the guy to do a job. He's doing the job best he can, and if it's not working out, then we'll move the horse to the States. That's all. So I do want to collect some information from Kyle and figure out what we're doing. I do want to circle back with Steve and see how we made it with Mark Harder. And if it's not going to work, if Mr. Harder's too busy, then I'll call Irv or Andrew or anybody really that I feel like I want to. So we need to find one, most importantly, and I said this to Steve the other day, no matter where we send the horse, I want to make sure that he's going to get raced every week. I know the easy answer and the smart answer to that would be, well, who cares if he's going to finish 8th? We need the horse to be racing better. That's correct. You're 100% correct. But at the same time, I'm not sending him somewhere where he's going to race every 3 weeks, every 2.5 weeks. And I don't really know. I don't follow the Philadelphia scene close enough, or the Poconos right now to say he could get in here, he could get in there. Oh, yeah, he'll get in every week. So it's a conversation that we're going to have. 1, find the trainer for the horse, if indeed we're going to send him. 2, have some questions answered. Where will he race? How tough is that? Does he fit in? Does he get in every week? These are things I need to get on right away. And then we finished up the card with, how do I put it? A very James-like drive. Got away 4th from the rail. I had told, I think James had talked to Louis, and I told Amy, I said, float him into the gate, which he didn't do. He put him on the gate, whatever. And then, he's not really a first over type horse. And he's not. With reason. Half in 58. I don't know. I don't have time to try him, but whatever. I mean, you can only go with what you can go with. He got away 4th, stayed in, kind of, you saw what I saw. He get jammed up down the lane. Yeah, he was picking at him, but he never really had anywhere to race. I suspect, I can't really say, geez, we should take Louis off the horse. I think we should put him back on the horse now that he knows the horse. Now that you heard me, through my wife, maybe tell you how to drive him, or you talked to James and he told you how you should drive him, now just drive him. Now you know the horse. So I think that's where we're at with White Tiger. So obviously he's in the same position he's been for the last 2 weeks. Sitting on a win, I think he was probably a winner tonight if he had a chance to race. Didn't have much of a chance to race, but that's racing. So a good day at the Fairs for us, a decent day at the Meadows for us, a good day at Grand River for us, I guess an okay night at Mohawk. A second with Cruising in Style, a fifth with White Tiger. Cavill was no good, and also Pine just got raced. So I would expect every horse in that category to race harder and do better next week. And that's where we're at with them. So that is it for your video from the fairs. Tomorrow I'm actually staying in Bowling Green tonight. It's a nice town. It's clean. It's got a lot of nice restaurants. I want to come back here next year. I like mapping out the places I like to go for the summer. So the Bowling Green Fair is already on my calendar for next year. Not because I won, but because I won, but just because it's nice here. I like nice places, good food, and good racing, and they got it all right here. So I'm in Bowling Green tonight, going to Indiana tomorrow. From, according to my phone, it's 2 hours and 40 minutes from here to Indiana. I'm going to race in race 8 and try and head back to Northfield. If I'm not tired, I'll go right back to Northfield, which is 4 hours and 20 minutes. If I do get tired, I'll stop at Columbus halfway. So that's what my day tomorrow is going to look like. What day is that? That's Tuesday. Wednesday, I'm in the Meadows for Sebastian Yu, and then I have to come back for West 52nd, a number of other horses in Northfield. I'd said to Jason, we'll probably send West 52nd to Tim. I had instructed Tim to go ahead and enter him Wednesday for Monday in the class he fits at the Meadows. 7-hole at Northfield. I'm going to have to channel my inner James, as I like to say. I'm not leaving with him out of the 7-hole on a half-mile track. I know a lot of people probably say, oh, test the waters. I know. I'm not going to do that. Not unless, I look left and there's no one on the gate like the Meadows yesterday. Okay. I can tell you the Meadows isn't Northfield. Everybody will be on the gate and everybody will be leaving. But on the off chance or not, I'll call an audible. But for now, the plan will be to probably duck them, try and get paid, try and get as much as we can, try and win if we can. But from off the pace. So that is Wednesday. Thursday, I don't know what's going on. I can't remember. But Friday, we got our girls. I'm a Lovely Lady drew 1. I believe Mama No Bass drew 4, as did My Jazz. I'm going to, after I finish this video, take a closer look at those races. Favorable draws for fillies coming in hot. Going to try and have I'm a Lovely Lady on her toes Friday. I don't know. We're going to see how tough she is. It's a lot of work. Thursday, back Monday, back Friday. That's a lot for a 2-year-old. But 211 today definitely helped, and heading to the winner's circle always helps. So we'll see. Anyway, great day for us. Great day for the stable. Hopefully a great day for you. And I will talk to you guys very soon.